revolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. You tell me that it's evolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world.
Change it, baby!
When you talk about destruction, well, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? No, it's gonna be alright.
Take it away, Audrey, it's your solo.
Fads. It seems like Europe and Asia are always one step ahead of us, and no one likes to be last, so why not join in? Did you know that schools in Europe and Asia attend school all year? Students in Japan attend school 225 days out of the year. Now, yes, they receive breaks, but that summer vacation that we all enjoy is not so lengthy. Here in the studio, Audrey has an editorial, which is one's opinion based on facts of a story. Let's see what she's got.
The dream of change could turn into a nightmare for kids and taxpayers everywhere. On March 10, 2009, President Obama stated that America needs to expand its school calendar to stay competitive in the 21st century. American schools can no longer have an old-fashioned education schedule designed for farmers, when families needed their kids home to farm in the evenings. So, by adding school days and calendars and hours onto the calendar, America can stay competitive in education. However, our nation isn't exactly in the best shape right now to ask its citizens for more money. Unless you have been living under a rock, you are aware of the dire economic situation that our country is in. More days in school will mean more money needed to run the schools, which leads to an increase in taxes, which is more money out of your wallet. Beth Winkart, treasurer of Perry Local Schools, informed me that last year it cost over $10 million to run the high school alone. That's over $9,000 per high school student. By extending the school year, like Obama wants, we would be forced to pay even more money than we already are. But wait a minute, didn't Obama pledge to lower taxes? Public schools in Ohio receive the majority of funding from two sources, local taxes and state funding. At Perry, we receive 42.6% of our funding from the state and 57.4% from local taxes. So unless our federal or state governments provide the funding to pay for the increased costs, our parents will be expected to shell out the additional thousands of dollars the increased school year will cost. We can all see the problem with this. With people losing their jobs daily and unemployment outrageously high, not many are willing or even able to afford these kind of tax increases. Winkar continued that the federal government is not in charge of education. Education is a state's right, and the president does not have the authority to make the school year longer. Generally, what happens in these situations is the federal government offers money to entice states to do this, or they withhold money from current federal programs like Title I reading if the states fail to comply. So, if you voted for change, you've got it, because our own governor, Ted Strickland, has jumped on Obama's bandwagon to make the extension of our school year a reality. Hopefully, Obama's dreams of change don't include any of these ridiculous reforms. I'm Audrey, and this is Revolution.
Now that you've had your first taste of an editorial where Audrey voiced her strong opinions, let's see what you have to say.
What are your opinions about President Obama's school plan?
I think it's kind of dumb because, one, I can barely even pay attention to school right now, and two, all the kids are going to be sleeping anyway, so I don't think he should extend the plan at all.
I think that extending the school days might actually help because we wouldn't have to do so much funding because you get more learning in one day, so we probably wouldn't have to go as long throughout the year.
I don't think it's a good idea at all because it's going to get really hot out and you're going to have to change the dress code and it's just going to be a big problem.
My opinions are that we shouldn't have it because it's going to be more money and there's going to be more schoolwork and the kids aren't going to be focused as much.
It's just going to cause more problems because I know if I become a teacher, I'm not going to want to be here till 5 o'clock in the afternoon every day.
You'd have to get another lunch, too.
Yeah, and we'd have to eat more meals, and all the taxes are going to need to be raised to pay for all of this. And if you think people are dropping out now, having to be here till 2, just wait till you see how many people are going to drop out when they find out they have to be here till 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
Do you think his plan will affect our economy?
Yeah, I think it'll make it worse, and there's just going to be no money flowing.
I don't think this is really going to affect our economy any.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to have to raise taxes, and it's just going to cost more money. It's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Thanks, Morgan and Kat. Who knew that one school could feel so differently about one issue? We'll be right back after this message.
Perry High School, the home of many talented involved students. Students that are involved in wrestling, softball, basketball, theater, speech, and many more activities. But did you also know that your hallways contain dodgeball players? Let's check it out. Like many of the other sports here at Perry, the students take dodgeball very seriously, especially the head coach from Force Dodgeball, Kyle, aka Coach K.
What up? It's Coach K, coach of Force Dodgeball. This is my friend here, Captain Vinny.
Balls deep.
At this team, they're a pretty good team this year. They like to have a lot of fun. This team over here likes to have a lot of fun. Our team, not so much. We will win every game. We will be perfect all season long. If we lose, we will run suicides until my players' legs fall off, as I understood.
And if you're interested in catching any of the dodgeball action, they play at Grand Slam from 6 to 11 on Saturdays.
Hey, come here. I have a secret, and you can't tell anybody, okay? I'm failing anatomy.
What? I didn't know you failed anatomy.
Welcome back. Sunshine, warm weather, and the flowers sprouting. With spring fever spreading faster than the plague, how does one decide to spend their time?
As the weather gets warmer and spring approaches, so does the long-awaited break. We asked some of you what your plans were for spring break.
Well, I don't have much planned. I'm going to dance and just go outside and hope that it's warm.
Gonna leave a week early. I'm going to Florida, which is gonna be fun, obviously. Probably play some tennis. Go Perry Boys tennis. That's it.
I'm going to Hocking Hills and I'm going camping for the week.
Well, this spring break, I will be going to Indiana with my family.
We're going to Cancun to pet the dolphins.
I don't know.
Over spring break, I want to go skip in the flowers.
Probably compete against all the dodgeball teams.
Yeah, dodgeball's huge. Dodgeball's huge.
Team Force is gonna
play some basketball on the weekends, you know.
Yeah. Maybe go on vacation.
I'm probably just gonna be chilling with friends, playing basketball and baseball.
Spring break, I'm visiting colleges and just having fun with my friends.
Whether you're going shopping, camping, or taking a trip to the beach, spring break will be well appreciated by everyone here at Perry High School. Back to you, Morgan.
Spring Break 2009 is erupting with remedies for spring fever. Well, this is all the time we have today, Perry. I'm Morgan. This is Revolution 2. Have a good one.
All right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories, where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky.
All right, Tommy, you're the oldest. I'm counting on you. Come on.